Mas pinaghandaan, mas pinasaya, mas aabangan, mas pinalakas na puwersa sa radyo. Rinig na rinig at malinaw na mapapanood on-air at online. Saan man may Pilipino, sa buong bansa, sa buong mundo. Ito ang True FM sa 105.9. Dito tayo sa totoo. Simulcast sa True TV sa Signal Channel 19.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taon pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad.
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay cherry loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, cherry loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Mainit at makabuluhang talakayan tungkol sa sports, kumpleto yan dito sa Power and Play. Mula sa mga paborito at naglalakihang atleta hanggang sa mga natatanging Pinoy sports figures na dapat nyong makilala. Ihahatid yan dito sa Power and Play.
Bangon na! Power and Play na! Bangon na! Pilipinas tayo na!
Sa kapwa ko Pilipino, ipagmalaki ang galing na meron tayo. Ilantad ang likas nating talento at magdala ng saya sa mundo. Sa harap ng pagsubok ay di susuko. Para sa pangarap tayo'y pusigido. Magpakitang gilas na at kung magpatalo, ipagdiwang natin ang Pilipino. Yan ang Pinoy. Mula noon at hanggang ngayon, talento natin ang bida. Mula sa simpleng bakuran hanggang entablado natin ipakita. May pagsubok man ng Pinoy, pinalalakas ng saya. San man tayo sa pulot, Sumbe, Sibay, Lakay, Maniga. Sama-samang pakita ang galing nating katropa. Sa kapwa ko Pilipino. Pilipino. Yan ang Pinoy.
Power and Play is presented by Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum. Cherry Tigo, there's more to our cars. Joyride, ang bago ninyong kasundo.
Halina't makinig, talakayin natin ang laro. Gusto mo, pag-usapan natin. Ibida ang hilig ng bawat Pilipino na merong taglay na galing. Bangon na! Power and Play na! Bangon na! Power and Play. Bangon na! Power and Play na! Bangon na! Pilipinas tayo na! Bangon na! Power and Play na! Bangon na! Bangon na! Bangon na! Power and Play na! Bangon na!
Carlos Yulo with 2 gold medals. Power and Play with Noli Iyala.
Meron ba kayang lalaki sa puso ng ating kababayan si Justin Brownlee? Kaya naman po sa kanyang talagang pinakitang giting at tapang muling naitabla ang serye ng PBA Commissioner's Cup sa 2-2 ng TNT at ng Barangay Ginebra. Yan po yung ating pag-usapan ngayong umaga sa inyong paboritong kasalo tuwing Sabado. Uy, bango na! Power and Play na! Kumusta po kayo? Mayong aga sa inyo pong lahat mga kapatid mula po sa City of Smiles dito po sa Bacolod, sa Seda Hotel in Bacolod City. Ako po'y bumabati sa inyo ng isang magandang umaga. Mayong aga sa inyo pong lahat at lahat po ng mga suki natin, lalong-lalo na dito sa Negros. At of course, binabati rin po natin lahat ng ating mga nakikinig sa 105.9 True FM and of course, South 19 True TV. Ganun na rin po sa 1PH on Signal TV, Channel 1 yan. And of course, yung mga manonood po ng replay nito sa RPTV Channel 9. We'd also like to say hello to all of our viewers and listeners over Facebook Live ng 1PH at ng Power and Play. Kamusta po kayong lahat? Sana'y nasa mabuti kayong kalagayan dito po sa Bacolod City. It's a beautiful day. Well, it's been medyo makulimlim at saka medyo maulan. Pero napakaganda and ika nga as usual, hospitable, warm na mga hosts natin dito. Pinapasalamatan ko po lahat ng staff and at mga opisyal ng Seda Hotel dito sa Bacolod City. And marami po tayong pag-uusapan dito po sa ating Saturday edition once again. Pero syempre hindi po kompleto ang ating Sabado kung hindi ko kasama ang aking partner na taong bahay ngayon sa 1PH Studios. Walang iba kundi si Jera Season. Partner, magandang umaga.
Magandang umaga, partner. Tama ang sinabi mo. Ako po ngayon ang taong bahay dito sa studio, kaya kakatapos ko lang po maglinis dito, nagwalis, nag-vacuum, at kung ano-ano pa. Pero kidding aside, partner, kamusta ka dyan sa Bacolod?
Well, alam mo, napunta ako dito of course dahil yung Sugar Tea, yung kanilang premier golf tournament sa Marapara, yung Negros Occidental Golf and Country Club. And aside from that, partner, dito sa Bacolod, meron kaming binless na dinonate ng partner ko dito sa Bacolod High School. Yung pong weights room ng kanilang gym dito at nakakatuwa sapagkat napakaganda ang programa. Marami akong nakilala dito, partner, na mga young athletes na I think they will make a name for themselves very, very soon mula sa Taytong High School. At ako'y nagpapasalamat kay Brian Tan, ang kanilang sports director, na talagang inikot tayo doon sa kanilang facility. Alam mo naman, ang daming player dito, partner. Lalong-lalo na si James Shop, sikat na sikat dito.
Oo, tama. Oo.
Sila Reynel Hugnatan, si John Ferriols, mga galing dito yan eh.
Kaya nga, pero sabi mo nga kanina, medyo makulimlim dyan sa lugar mo, partner, dyan sa Bacolod. Dito naman, siguro po yung mga nakikinig sa atin, mas lalo na dito po sa bandang Luzon, Metro Manila at Mega Manila, medyo malamig po ang ating panahon dito. Kaya namnamin na po natin ang mga huling araw ng medyo may kalamigan dahil ang balita po by next week medyo summer na talaga. Mararamdaman na natin ang init ng panahon.
Naku, pinag-uusapan ng init. Nakita natin ang laro kagabi at gaano kainit ang koponan ni Coach Tim Cohn na naitabla na ang serye via a surprising tambak. Tinambakan ang TNT Tropang Giga ng Barangay Ginebra. Alam mo, very inspiring yung paglalaro ni Justin Brownlee.
Alam mo, partner, tama ka dyan. No? Sa sobrang init nga, from first quarter hanggang kalagitnaan ng fourth quarter, napaso ako sa kakapanood. Dahil talagang napakainit ng labanan nila. Bumigay na lang ang talk and text ng mga bandang last 3-4 minutes of the game. At mukhang parang kinapos yung kanilang shooting ability. At sa kabila naman talagang malakas pa at may confidence ang Ginebra Kings kagabi. Isipin
mo, halos triple-double yung si JB na merong natamong fractured hinlalaki. Hindi po biro-biro yun. Nakita natin yung kanyang kamay, talagang nakabenda, nakabalot at minsan hindi nga siya makakalawit ng rebound dahil talagang mahirap kumbaga igalaw yung kanyang kamay, no, yung kanyang daliri. Tama. Pero just the same, nakita mo naman ang paglalaro, partner, very inspiring tuloy, pati si Jamie Malonzo na galing sa bench. Ang ganda na nakita. Si Japet Aguilar na akala, alam mo, sabi nila up to the last minute daw, partner, hindi sigurado maglalaro ito si Justin Brownlee.
Actually, partner, tama ka dyan. Katulad nga ng sinabi. Dahil, alam ko ang dislocated thumb, no? At nag-further research ako dyan sa sitwasyon na yan. At based doon sa sinabi ni Coach Tim Cohn, after the game, sabi ni Coach Tim Cohn, yung bendang yun, pagka tinanggal mo daw yun, lalaglag yung kanyang thumb. Dahil talagang wala talagang humahawak na.
Talaga?
Yes, kaya alam mo, kudos doon sa mga nag-alaga, kung sino man yung mga doktor, physical therapist na talagang nag-prepare kay Justin Brownlee, saludo po kami. Talagang dahil pagka tinanggal mo raw yun, laglag yan dahil wala ang humahawak. And based on medical research, yung normal niyan, it will take around 3 to 4 weeks ang initial healing niyan. And a full recovery would take around 3 months. Pero kita mo to, 2 days lang nakalaro.
Siguro naka-painkiller ito si JT.
Malamang. Kaya siguro...
Alam mo, masundot lang ng konti yun, masakit yun.
Kaya malamang, maski na yung mga sikong na inabutan niya, hindi niya rin naramdaman eh.
Mas may nararamdaman niya yung kanyang hinlalaki. But again, saludo tayo. Of course, ang TNT siguro medyo hindi na paghandaan yun.
Yes.
Of course, you prepare for everything, all kinds of challenges. Pero parang kagabi, although nanalo siya ng Best Import Award, si Ronde Hollis Jefferson na hindi katulad ng mga nilaro niya dun sa kanilang mga panalo, no? Only 14 points, only dahil alam naman natin yung gaano gumawa yan. At yung kanya yung shooting percentage niya napakababa, no? Kaya feeling ko, partner, talagang naunahan sa gulat ba? Yung bang
exactly.
Andito pala si Brownlee, parang gano'n ang dating.
Alam mo, if my memory serves me right, no, way back in 1973, natatandaan mo yung magaling na basketball player ng New York Knicks, si Willis Reed. Diba?
Oh, yes, of course.
He was the heart and soul of New York Knicks then. Tapos nagkaroon siya ng injury sa paa. So, ang usapan talaga, he will be sidelined for the finals. Tapos bilang ito, grand entrance, maglalaro.
Grabe.
Oo,
Iba yun.
Nag-iba yung yung atmosphere ng game dahil yung heart and soul ay naglaro. Similar to what happened last night.
Pati sa locker room yan, partner, sigurado iba ang pakiramdam no, na sasabihin mo lalaro yung star player.
Yes.
Iba rin of course pagdating na sa court. At again, saludo tayo, partner, kay Justin Brownlee, ang ating kabayan.
Yeah.
Alam mo, kahit na kayo po ay para sa TNT o para sa Hinebra, yung ganyang klaseng paglaro ay kailangan yung hangaan sapagkat bihira na po ang mga player na may iniindang sakit at maglalaro. Ngayon nga, konting sakit hindi na naglalaro. Kaya again, yung mga bata, yung mga kabataan dyan, tingnan nyo po yung ehemplo ng katulad ni Justin Brownlee, risking his career dahil alam mo, maaaring hindi mag-heal niyan kung may mangyari.
Sabi ko nga 3 months ang based on medical research, full recovery niyan would take around 3 months.
Yes. And that's why, we're back to square one. Ika nga, best of 3 series na lang to. At mamaya pag-uusapan pa natin po yan, mga kapatid. Of course, marami pa po tayong bisita. Mamaya ang ating pong makakasama sa second hour, Kenneth Doremdes, ang PBA legend, na ngayon ay commissioner din ng MPBL. Pag-uusapan po natin ng ang developments sa 7th season ng MPBL. And of course, yung kanyang thoughts on the 50th anniversary ng PBA. Mamaya din po, ating makakapanayam ang bagong hirang na head coach ng University of the East Red Warriors basketball team, si Chris Gavina, na nag-coach din yan sa PBA at ngayon siya nga ang latest na magiging mentor at leader ng UE Red Warriors sa kanilang paghahangad na makabalik sa trono sa UAAP. Pero syempre, sisimulan natin muna sa ating WTS. Pero bago yan, gusto ko lang, partner, bumate sa ating pinagmamalaking si Alex Ayala na alam niyo po mga kababayan, nung isang araw, nanalo po si Alex Ayala sa round of 64. Main draw na po ito ng Miami Open. Alam niyo po yung Miami Open is one of the most prestigious tournaments in the world outside of the majors. At siya po ay nanalo sa isang number 25 in the world, dating French Open champion, si Ostapenko. Tinalo po niya sa round of 64, kaya pasok na po siya sa round of 32 at iniintay na lang po niya mananalo kay Elina Avanesian versus Madison Keys, which will start in about a few minutes now. Malalaman na po natin sino makakalaban ni Alex Ayala. So again, congratulations sa ating ex-prodigy.
Yeah. Ang galing talaga. Ayala kasi yan kaya magaling yan
Malayo tayo dyan. Yung batang yan talagang matsaga and of course, alam natin na talagang pinaghihirapan. Pero, pinag-uusapan ng pinaghihirapan, maganda ang ating pag-uusapan dahil ito'y talagang inihintay at pinaghihirapan ng ating mga atleta. Sa ating pong itatampok na balita at usapan sa What's the Score? Boxing is back, mga kapatid. Pasok sa listahan ng mga aabangang sports sa 2028 Los Angeles Olympics ang boxing. Wow! Matapos itong pagbotohan ng International Olympic Committee. Hindi kasama sa unang listahan ang boxing dahil sa mga kinakaharap ng issue sa International Boxing Association. Noong nakaraang buwan ay binigyan ng provisionary powers ang bagong governing body na World Boxing, kung saan tayo po ay maagang sumapi dyan. Ang tanong natin ngayong linggo, sa Los Angeles na ba matatamo ng Pilipinas ang kauna-unahang Olympic gold sa larangan ng boxing? Partner, talagang malaking bagay ito. Alam natin na ang boxing has been one of the best sources ng medalya ng Pilipinas, hindi lamang sa Olympics pero pati na sa mga Southeast Asian Games at Asian Games. Kaya itong balitang ito is welcome news para sa ating bansa.
Tama ka dyan, partner, di ba? Talagang nagkaroon ng konting gusot yan yung nakaraan na Olympics dahil nga dito sa kanilang governing body sa boxing nagkaroon ng hidwaan laban sa IOC, sa International Olympic Committee. Pero muntik na nga mawawala na dapat yan. Tama,
muntik pa. Mabuti na lang at merong foresight yung ating yumaong kaibigan, naging Pangulo ng ABAP na si Ed Picson, na talagang sumapi dito sa bagong grupo. At kaya naman tayo ngayon, ang chairman ng ABAP, si Mr. Ricky Vargas, ay kasama na rin sa board nitong World Boxing. So again, malaking karangalan para sa ating bansa. At ngayon, partner, para pag-usapan itong topic na to, kasama natin, walang iba kung hindi ang Secretary General ng Association of Boxing Alliances of the Philippines. Walang iba kundi si Mr. Marcos Manalo na kaibigan natin. Magandang umaga, Marcos. Thank you for joining us today.
Yes, magandang umaga, Comnoli Rivera.
Good morning,
Thanks
Marcos.
for having me again.
Oo nga.
Well, alam mo, pinag-uusapan nga namin ni partner dito yung balita, but siguro we should get it straight from you. Ano ba ang latest status nitong boxing? At of course, pati na rin yung World Boxing na ngayon ay tinatawag na governing body of the sport.
Yes, so yun nga, Comnoli, after the provisional recognition granted by IOC sa World Boxing nito lang nakaraang February, so mukhang papunta dito sa inclusion na ng boxing sa LA 2028, no? And yun na nga yung nangyari just the other day, no? The IOC approved na yung boxing will be included in LA 2028, and then obviously it's perhaps one of the best news we could have this year. Para sa Olympic boxing community kasi talagang matagal na hinintay ito, and this has been years in the making. Sabi mga Comnoli kanina, no, it started pa malakas pa yung aming late president na si Ed Picson, no. So isa siya sa mga kasama dun sa mga like-minded individuals who started this movement na ngayon ay naging World Boxing na, isa ng provisionally recognized international federation ng IOC.
Bago ko ipasa kay Jera, Marcos, alam ko nung araw, partner, nag-uusap kami ni Ed. And he was always telling me about this, how proud he was about this move. Although may agam-agam din siya. Talagang, kumbaga, kinabahan din siya. Marcos, yung ABAP pa, was it ever concerned na nagkamali tayo ng desisyon and was there even a point na talagang delikado na muntik nang hindi masama ang boxing sa LA?
Yes, yes, Com. Dun sa ABAP, si Sir Ed, no, Sir Ed Picson was very aggressive about joining World Boxing. Ako, actually, personally, I was already the Secretary General that time. I was really thinking about yung potential consequences to our boxers. Kasi pwedeng hindi tayo makasama na sa mga AIBA tournaments. Yeah. And malaking may malaking effect sa atin dahil malilimitahan yung mga tournaments na pwedeng salihan ng mga boxers. So, merong impact sa kanilang development eh. And so, to be honest, medyo while medyo nakapwesto na tayo sa World Boxing, Sa AIBA, medyo, kumbaga, we did not resign right away kasi nga we wanted to take advantage pa yung mga tournaments na our boxers can participate in. So, hindi siya talaga madaling decision kasi nga isipin mo ultimately yung boxers and the opportunities that they can miss.
Oo.
Yeah, Marcos, speaking of that, no, the dalawang governing bodies na yan, and fortunately for World Boxing silang nirecognize ng IOC. There are currently 84 members, no, under World Boxing. Doon ba sa AIBA, ilan ba sila ngayon? And what would now be the next move of other countries? Would they be shifting towards being accredited? What would be the next steps? Dahil, syempre, alam naman natin, ang boxing, ang daming talagang countries na talagang kasali sa sport na yan. And even the qualifying. Although, hindi pa natin alam kung ano talaga, no? Pero your thoughts on this? What would be the moving forward leading to the LA Olympics?
Yes, sa ngayon marami pa rin talagang national federations na under AIBA, no, kung ikukumpara sa World Boxing, right? But yung mga major countries, so nasa World Boxing na, no. So
like what? Can you mention Marcos, please?
Yung isang basis nga nitong IOC para magbigay ng provisional recognition sa World Boxing ay yung fact na nung nakaraang Paris Olympics, 62% of the Olympic boxers and 58% of the boxing medalists ay galing sa mga World Boxing National Federation members. So kumbaga, yung mga talagang nagpa-participate sa Olympics, sa highest level of competition, ay mga miyembro na ng World Boxing. Katulad ng USA, ang isa rin sa mga pioneer niyan, yung USA Boxing. Australia, Canada, sa Europe, yung mga Germany.
Great Britain, di ba?
Great Britain, yes. Isa rin sa mga pioneers yan. No? So, sa ngayon, yung mga strong Asian countries in boxing like Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Thailand, nandyan na rin yan sa World Boxing. So, kumbaga, napakalaki na ng momentum. I think as of now, nasa 88 members na, if I'm not mistaken. And sa Asia, ang pinag-uusapan nga namin sa Asian boxing is, halos lahat yan dapat makasali na sa World Boxing. No? So, very strict din kasi yung proseso ng World Boxing sa application. It's not just a matter of you wanting it, wanting to join. Kasi tinitingnan din talaga nila yung mga governance procedure ng National Federation, yung financial transparency. Kasi yun nga yung naging problema ng IBA with IOC. So ayaw naman namin na maulit rin yung similar na problema pagdating sa World Boxing. So talagang meron ding proseso, kumbaga hindi lahat tatanggapin dahil meron talagang mga shady na national federations So it's not just really a matter of numbers. But ang gusto ng World Boxing, yung sasali sa atin, dapat maayos talaga yung governance, yung financial transparency, di ba? And dun sa mga tournaments sila talaga merong integrity, di ba? So, ganun yung proseso. But 88 is a very good number at this point, and we're expecting it to even grow in the next couple of months.
Lagyan ko lang na konting kulay to Marcos, di ba? Dahil ang AIBA kasi talaga ang nagpapalakad niya mga Russians, di ba? Russian-led organization yan. Ang Ukraine ba part ng World Boxing? Ang Ukraine?
Baka magalit si Trump, ha?
I'm not sure. I have to check if Ukraine is already part of World Boxing, but I feel like they're in line with World Boxing. If not yet official, but kumbaga malapit na.
Marcos, if you're not a member ng World Boxing, ang ibig bang sabihin nun ay you cannot join the qualifiers for LA Olympics or you cannot qualify for LA? Ano ba yun?
Sa ngayon, wala. I don't think meron ng policies about that. But I feel like hindi yata magiging very exclusive yung World Boxing with regards to that. But that's something siguro na the board and maybe the General Assembly can discuss in the next Congress, no?
So it's possible na merong World Championship ang World Boxing, meron ding World Championship ang AIBA.
Yes.
Yes. So in
Yes,
other words, yung International Federation issue, settled na ba yan? Wala nang duda sa IOC. IOC is ready. Ang AIBA is just a renegade group, kumbaga. Parang ganon.
Yes. Yes, Com. Kasi AIBA was officially stripped off of yung recognition in 2023, diba? And then ito nga recently IOC granted professional recognition sa World Boxing. But IBA can continue to exist, obviously, because they have the resources naman. And so I think this March there's a Women's World Championships ang AIBA. Hindi natin sinalihan. Actually, wala na tayo sasalihan na tournaments ng AIBA eh. And in September, merong World Championships ang World Boxing. So that's the inaugural World Boxing Championships which will be held in Liverpool sa England. So possible talaga na yung dalawang institutions will have the same set of tournaments, no? But it's up to the national federations to decide. Kasi kami, mga nasa World Boxing, obviously, we're supporting the World Boxing tournaments.
Question, wala naman yung issue na if you participate in a AIBA sanctioned tournament, medyo magkakaroon ka ng negative points sa World Boxing?
I'm not sure if meron ng particular policy on that, but moving forward, I think World Boxing has to be really strict with that kasi bakit ka pa susuporta dun sa isang international federation na hindi na nga recognized ng IOC? At meron na nga tayong sariling international federation. And we just have to do better when it comes to coming up with tournaments and training camps and other opportunities for our boxers and coaches.
Okay.
Tama yan. Alright, let's go to the national team. Now that settled na yan, and obviously maghahanda na ang ABAP na ang ating mga boksingero ay mag-qualify sa LA. Kamusta ang ating national team, Marcos? Sila Ira, of course, alam natin yan. Si Nesty gusto pa rin daw lumaban. Si Hergy, andyan pa rin. And of course, si Carlo Paalam. And even Yumir Marshall. Ano ang programa ngayon ng ABAP for all of our national boxers?
Yes, Com. Actually, even if naging questionable pa or doubtful yung pagbalik ng boxing sa Olympics, hindi naman tayo huminto eh. Tuloy-tuloy naman talaga yung naging preparations natin. And ang dami ring mga tournaments this year that we're preparing for that will lead to the upcoming major tournaments pa. Ito lang, just last month, we sent boxers to China for a training camp, and then in the next week we're sending another set of boxers to Korea for a training camp. In May we'll have Thailand Open, start na ng ating competition phase, no? Thailand Open in May, Kazakhstan in June, then we have Germany in July. August we'll have a training camp in England to prepare for the World Boxing Championships in September. Then after that, there's Asian Championships in October. Tapos prepare na tayo for the SEA Games in December. So tuloy-tuloy, it's a full calendar as always for us. And then next year, isa sa mga major tournaments, yung Asian Games. So we're gonna continue to build up, obviously, and we play it by ear. So we're preparing based on the tournament that is in front of us, the major tournaments that are in front of us, and then we have the same boxers naman basically na hoping to qualify for the Olympics. Kumbaga as early as now, talagang they're already preparing for it.
Yun ang gusto ko talaga na Marcos. Yung bang mga medalists natin sa Olympics automatically qualified sa LA, and of course they will have to qualify for LA, meaning they'll have to go through the qualifiers.
Yes.
Pero
Yes.
from the national team perspective, sila na yon? O meron ba kayong mga bagong mga mukha na dinidevelop kayo na could take the place of even a Nesty Pitesio, for instance, na alam naman natin na nagkakaedad na rin?
Yes. Actually, Com, yun talaga yung plan, no? Siguro among them, pinaka-realistic to be able to still qualify for the Olympics. As of now, si Carlo pa alam. Kasi talagang nasa peak pa siya physically, no. Ira can still qualify again. But we're also looking at developing yung mga younger boxers, no. And that's why ito nga yung sa mga training camps na meron tayo ngayon internationally, hindi muna natin pinapadala yung mga naging Olympic boxers na natin, but we're investing more on the younger boxers, no. So hindi yata natin na mention but last December we participated in the Asian Championships in Thailand, and nakapag-uwi tayo ng 5 medalya doon, pero wala yung mga Olympians natin doon and Olympic medalists. So meron tayong mga abangan na mga bago at batang boxers, and we're very excited for them.
Partner?
Yeah.
Final question on with Marcos, partner?
Can you mention some of these boxers na talagang medyo up and coming that would replace our Olympians?
Abangan.
Yeah.
Abangan.
So sina J. Brian Baricuatro.
Anong division niya? Anong division niya, Marcos?
Ito 48 kilograms. Although pwede pa magbago yung Olympic weight class, but ito na basically yung mga panlaban natin diyan. Marvin Tabamo sa flyweight, Ronel Suyom, na-meet mo, Comnoli, if you will remember, Ronel Suyom from Butuan. Yeah.
Bata pa nun.
Siya, youth pa siya nun, pero ngayon
bata
nasa
pa
elite
siya,
na siya. So yan na yung mga susunod natin na sina Mark Ashley Fajardo, also from Cebu, John Paul Napoles from General Santos. So ayan yung mga Ofelia Magno, isa sa mga up and coming natin na female boxers. So meron tayong mga ina-expose na as early as now to prepare for LA.
All right. So now that it is World Boxing, that is the governing body, meron na bang makalatag na qualifiers ang World Boxing?
Yung qualifiers wala pa, no. But World Boxing is busy with its tournaments. Like meron kaming mga tinatawag na World Boxing Cup, World Boxing Challenges, and this year nga they'll be hosting the inaugural World Boxing Championships in England, and then World Boxing and Asian Boxing will be September. Sir Jera, yung inaugural World Boxing Elite Championship, September 1 to 15 in Liverpool.
Wow.
Galing. All right. Well, as a parting shot, Marcos, gaya nung natanong namin sa what's the score, eto na ba ang LA na ba sa tingin mo at kumpiyansa ba that this will be the place and the time na finally yung ating pinakahihintay na Olympic gold medal ay makukuha ng boxing?
Sana nga. Kasi the past 2 Olympics, we were able to get to the podium already. We did not finish at the top of the podium, pero kumbaga nandun ka na it's within reach, abot kamay na. And so, it's a feedback also that something is working well naman. So kailangan lang medyo i-level up pa. And again, to have siguro more boxers pa to qualify, to have better chances of finishing at the top of the podium. But yung ABAP naman, yung mga coaches and boxers, talagang puspusan naman yung paghahanda dyan. And siguro perfect timing if ever, Comnoli, kasi ang aming chairman, Ricky Vargas, siya yung magiging chef de mission sa LA.
Oo nga.
Wow. So, sakto yan kung sakali na makapag-uwi na ng yung elusive Olympic gold medal ng boxing sa LA 2028. Obviously, we cannot just hope and pray. We're gonna put in the work to make it happen.
Alright. Well, kami nagdarasal kasama ninyo. And of course, lagi tayong sumusuporta sa ating mga atleta, and of course, lalo-lalo na sa mga boxers at sa ABAP. Hopefully, ayun na nga ang ating panahon para manalo ng gold medal. Marcos, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much, Marcos.
Maraming salamat sa Power and Play as always.
Thank you. More power to ABAP.
Salamat.
Mga kaibigan, si Mr. Marcos Manano, ang Secretary General and Executive Director ng ABAC partner. Talagang exciting times for the boxers.
Oo, di ba?
At least, sigurado na tayo may boxing. Yan ang ating
Kaya nga di ba? Finally, talagang nawala na tong gusot na to na baka walang boxing sa LA Olympics. Kaya at least it's a very welcome news, a great news for Philippine boxing.
Exactly. And sabi nga ni Marcos, si Mr. Ricky Vargas, chairman din ng PBA yan, ang magiging chef de mission sa 2028. Sana kahit paano tayo maging assistant chef. Kayo
magluluto tayo, adobo, pinakbet, chef eh.
Ako tagagayat lang ako. Alright. Bago tayo magpatuloy sa gayatan, hindi pala. Ito, isa muna pong paalala mula sa ating mga kaibigan sa Smart. Puso Pilipinas is a movement to celebrate the Filipino athlete powered by Smart. Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Get a chance to win exclusive Puso Pilipinas merch by sharing their Facebook page in your social media accounts with hashtag Puso Pilipinas. The Giga Life app is the latest mobile app from Smart that lets you discover and enjoy your passions with the different Giga promos. It can be downloaded and used by Smart Postpaid, Smart Prepaid, Bro Prepaid, and TNT subscribers via the Apple or Google Play Store. What can the Giga Life app do for me? Check your balance, monitor your current subscription, top up using debit credit card, subscribe to the latest Giga promos, monitor your data consumption, auto-detect your mobile number when you are connected to Smart Network one-tap subscription to the most popular offer, Giga Video 99. And of course, Power and Play is powered by Smart. Live more today. When we return ni Partner Jera, ang ating pong mga kasama, ang ating pong tatalakayan, Cash or Bash Time, and of course, more mamaya sa second hour. Dito po sa inyong paboritong Power and Play, hatid sa inyo ng Cherry Loom, Cherry Tigo, at ng Joyride.
I dare to dream big. To be a voice of my generation. To inspire resilience in the face of roadblocks. And in sharing my stories, I let others share in my passion.
Follow Kai's stories on Twitter and share yours. With Smart Double Giga Stories. Share 2 times the passion with 2 gigabytes for Twitter and more. Guaranteed every day, plus data for all sites.
Simple, smart ako.
True FM sa 105.9. Dito tayo sa totoo.
Long night.
Bakit kailangan pang maghintay sa pagdating ng
kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taong pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad.
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay cherry loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, cherry loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
True FM.
On 105.9. Dito tayo sa totoo.
Nagbabalik po ang Power and Play. Ito po ang inyong taong bahay sa studio, si Jera Sison. At kasama po natin na nasa Bacolod ngayon ang ating partner na si Com Noli Ayala. Partner!
Mayong aga muli. Natin po mga kasama mula po sa City of Smiles, Bacolod City. And of course, mayong buntag sa mga tiga Cebu City, partner.
Yeah.
Meron tayong mga nakasama kahapon, si Mr. Mike D. Nagaling sa Cebu. I'd also like, of course, to say hello to my partner sa Sugar Tea, si Tom Pohang. Yung Pohang family ay nag-donate ng isang weights room dun sa gym nila, yung yung Nolita gym sa Bacolod Taitung High School. Again, thank you, Tom, for hosting me again sa Bacolod, and of course, the entire group, si Mr. Brian Tan. Thank you so much, partner. Partner, mga kaibigan natin sa Pangasinan.
Oo nga, maabig yakabosan at sikay namin, di tanadlinggayin Pangasinan. At also, yung ating kaibigan, nagkaroon ng successful golf tournament. Unfortunately, parehong hindi tayo available, no? Yung Road to PGA, mga bata, it's a charity golf led by M2, yung kaila Jojo at Sunito Tamase sa East Ridge kahapon. Oo, sayang.
Oo, galing. Congratulations, ha. Yan ang
sa mga winners.
Mga grassroots program talaga para sa ating mga kabataan. Hindi lamang po sa golf, ha. Lalo na yung boxing. Nakita naman natin yung pinag-usapan
diba?
natin. Alright, bago tayo magpatuloy, mga kapatid, sa muna pong paalala, again, tuloy-tuloy po ang ating pamimigay ng panggastos niyo sa Joyride, sa ating pong Joyride Top Up Promo. Napakasimple lamang po ang ating Top Up Promo. I-download lamang po ang latest version ng Joyride Super App. Ipadala niyo po ang inyong pong ang screenshot sa Power and Play FB page via private message, at meron na po kayong chance ng manalo ng 1,000 pesos JR Pay wallet credits para po magamit niyo sa Joyride Delivery, Joyride Motorcycle Taxi, Joyride Car, Joyride Taxi Cab, at yung bago po nating Joyride Super Taxi dyan po sa airport na ginamit ko papunta sa NAIA Terminal 2. Ha? Yan ang mga magaganda ngayon. Madali na ang pagbiyahe papunta sa NAIA. Hindi niyo na po kailangan magdala ng sasakyan. Joyride Super Taxi lang. Nando na kayo kagad at ihahatid natin kayo door to door. Hindi sa door ng aeroplano, partner.
Iba yung door to door.
Ay, iba ba yun? Pero baka akala nila hanggang aeroplano atin sila. Nakapagalit natin ng NNIC. Alright, at this point, we're ready to simulan po natin ang ating paboritong segment sa Power and Play. Dito nagkakatuwaan tayo. Ha? Ang ating pong tinatawag na Cash or Bash. At ang Cash or Bash ay hatid sa inyo ng Cherry Tigo. There's more to our cars. And this morning, ang ating pong mga kasama, well, ang ating pong kaibigan, and of course, ang ating pinagmamalaking TV anchor ng TV5, ng One Sports, ng PBA Rush, at ng lahat pa ng inyong mga paboritong show sa TV5 Media Center. Walang iba kundi si Paolo Del Rosario. Good morning, Paolo. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, Jera. Good morning, Com Noli. Pleasure to be here once again, at grabe yung mga pag-uusapan natin ngayon na napaka-timely at talagang pinag-iinitan ng mga fans.
Alam mo, maganda. Alam mo, partner, bago tayo mag-usap, no? Ito yung mga rare moments na dito sa Cash and Bash na tatlong guwapo nag-uusapan dito.
Noon! Ayun! Hindi tayo nagkakalayo.
Hindi tayo nagkakalayo eh. Lamang lang si Pao ng mga tatlong paligo sa atin.
Check pala yung pinag-uusapan natin. Si Pao. Anyway, before we go to our topic sa Cash or Bash, I just wanted to ask a little bit about that, just to digress a little bit, ito tungkol sa NBA. Alam ko ikaw sumusunod ka sa NBA.
Yes.
Many of our listeners are also interested And it's almost the playoffs. Malapit na, April 13 ang kahuli-huli ang game ng regular season. Pero ngayon nakikita natin sa East, partner, ha? Yung Cleveland Cavaliers, 3 sunod na talo. Samantalang yung Boston Celtics, 3 sunod na panalo. Now, should we make anything out of this? Alam naman natin na malayo na ang Cleveland sa team standings. But ito ba should we be making
a cause of concern,
a mountain out of this molehill right now, Pao? Ang tingin mo?
Alam mo ko, I'm of the opinion na it's not about how many wins you have. In the end, it's about when you win. At yung Cleveland Cavaliers, they're at a point sa season na nila na number 1 top seed pa rin sila ngayon kahit na sunod-sunod yung mga talo nila. In fact, may plus 6 game advantage pa rin sila over the Boston Celtics. Kaya even if you have yung gap na yun, even if you have yung slump na yun ng Cleveland Cavaliers, at least para sa akin, yung confidence level ko for the Cleveland Cavaliers going to the playoff, napakataas pa rin. Because the body of work that they've had in the past, it gives me the confidence that, alam mo, they can turn it on. Baka they're cruising at this point of the season, pero okay lang yan because this is a team that have proven that they are probably one of the more underrated teams. Kahit top seed sila, underrated sila sa palagay ko. Going into the playoffs and magkakaalaman most likely against the Orlando Magic in the playoffs if just looking at the seedings right now, alam ko may play-in ka, but still, looking at that, baka Orlando Magic or maybe even the Bulls or the Heat. Either way, the Cleveland Cavaliers, I think, are looking good pa rin. Kahit medyo natatalo na sila. But Boston Celtics, you never know. You never know. Grabe rin sila when they hit their stride.
Diba, partner, pinag-usapan natin yung last week nila Sid. And,
diba?
Sid Ventura na Boston Celtics diehard eh.
Masyadong Boston Celtics diehard yan, sir. Walang, may bias yan. Sure ball.
Pero kinonsid niya na talagang siguro at this point, ang Cleveland is in a better position to make it to the finals. Partner, Jera, obviously, mukhang hindi concerned masyado. Ikaw ba, meron kang konting agam-agam?
Sa akin, actually, tama yung sabi ni Pao. Pero for me, at the end of the day, magiging gabi yan, no? Sabi nga nila. But ang importante talaga dito would be the playoffs. Diba? Yeah, maski na sabi mong 3. Sabi nga ni Pao, meron pa silang 6 games na winning advantage. So, ang lalabas dyan would be the final matchup doon sa playoffs. Doon magkakaalaman kung gaanong kalakas talaga o kagaling ang Cleveland Cavaliers. That's my take. For the finals, hindi ko masabi dahil tignan muna natin kung how they will perform during the playoffs.
Basta ang alam ko, yung team ni Paolo at saka team ko, wala na. Utah.
Wala na.
Wala.
Teka,
yung tinatawag na pertigana, yung patalo ng patalo, kung sino yung mas mababa.
Teka, hindi ako updated sa team ko. Ang Miami Heat, may pag-asa pa ba?
Play-in.
Play-in. Pwede na rin yun. Play-in. Play-in somewhere else. Play out. Sa golf yung play out. Sige.
Before, one final thing. No? I read recently na alam naman natin to si Gio Halalon na Pao. Yeah. He's one of the best players that came into the PBA. A Mr. Triple-Double guy nung nasa college yan. Alam naman natin na kung umaverage yan, Triple-Double. A really good player when he was in Magnolia. Yes. Ngayon parang naburo. Partner doon sa Northport after the trade for Save Lucero, no? And now there is a rumor that he might go to the MPBL if not makukuha siya sa free agency. You think si Gio Halalon can still be an asset? You covering the PBA games and seeing how Gio was during his heyday, you think ito yung pwede pa maging asset to a team like TNT in the finals na wala na si Jason? Or even a team maybe like a Converge or something like that? Meron pa bang lugar si Gio sa PBA, Pao?
He's a fantastic player, don't get me wrong. I think si Gio Halalon, especially sa heyday niya, sabihin natin heyday niya with Magnolia, grabe in terms of yung defensive pressure niya. I think he had the most intense full court press in the league. Can he be an asset? Yes, he can. Yung tanong lang doon ko, what role will he be willing to take? Okay ba siya na he is coming off the bench? Okay ba siya na backup guard? Gusto ba niya mag-lead guard? Siyempre, that will affect the franchise that would offer him a service, would get his services. And of course, kailangan okay si Gio doon. Sabihin natin, naging free agent siya and he has more leeway to choose kung saan siya pupunta. The question is, would he be happy with the amount of playing time? Let's say he does move to the MPBL. Most likely, kung nandun siya, more of a star siya doon compared to what he's having sa PBA. So, it could be a matter of what he wants at this point of his career bilang isang player. Kasi para sa akin, walang duda na asset siya no matter where he goes. The question is, how much does he want to contribute and what type of situation he wants to be at. Kasi yan talaga yung talagang pinag-iisipan ng mga iba't ibang player, especially as their career goes on.
Yeah. Actually, partner, picking from what Paolo said, no? Look what happened to Vic Manuel, di ba? Di ba? Si Vic Manuel ngayon, naburo. Pero pagdating dito sa MPBL, star siya doon sa team niya.
Star siya doon.
Di ba? Talagang siya ang heart and soul ngayon.
Yung nga tinatawag nila na Maligan League yung MPBL eh. Maligan partner. Pwede makabalik.
Second chance.
One more time. One more shot. Alright, let's go to our COB topics of the morning, Bao. Alam mo na ang drill dito. Walang tama, walang mali. We'll give you a few topics that are being talked about online and of course mga developments of sports, and if it has the seal of approval, sabihin mo cash. Kung hindi naman ikaw sa ngayon, cash. And we'll begin with the first item of the morning. Ito puro to tungkol sa PBA dahil siyempre yan ang mainit na pinag-uusapan ngayon, lalong-lalo na yung finals ng TNT at ng Ginebra. Alright, hindi maitatanggi na synonymous na ang Barangay Ginebra kay kabayan Justin Brownlee. Cash o bash, malaking sugal for the long term ang ginagawa ng Barangay Ginebra na palaruin si JB sa finals kahit meron siyang serious na injury. Cash or bash, Pao? Go!
First of all, 2 thumbs up para kay Justin Brownlee.
Hindi, bagsak mo yung isang thumb dahil dislocated yan.
O baka isang lang kasi naging pwede yung taas. Pero para sa akin, for Justin Brownlee, ako, when I heard about the injury, at nakausap ko yung dad ko about the injury after, akala ko hindi siya makakalaro. Sa totoo lang, dinescribe niya na kung ano yung injury niya and gaano kalala at gaano ka-importante yung pagka-tape sa kanya. Ako sasabihin ko, cash, sugal siya because of the fact that it is an injury na hindi pangkaraniwan, hindi lang dislocation eh. May ligament damage talaga. So, when you take a look at yung pinagdadaanan ni Justin Brownlee, para sa atin para sa akin, I'm not a medical professional, sasabihin ko sugal. But the fact that ginagawa niya ng paraan in terms of yung support, yung tape, basically yung tape is acting like yung ligaments na niya sa kamay niya, and the fact that kapag nakapwesto yung kamay niya na ganyan, wala daw pain, it feels na it's not as big of a problem. Pero para sa akin, sugal pa rin in terms of yung long-term future niya. But I also would argue, how much longer does Justin Brownlee have? Medyo matanda na rin si Justin Brownlee. So you can only imagine yung drive niya na, patapos na yung career. You need to have as much glory as possible habang kaya pa. So habang may paraan, ginagawa niya ng paraan. And sabi nga ni Coach Tincone, embodiment to ni si Sir Robert Jaworski na talagang fighting through the pain. Naalala ko yung mga kwento kasi hindi ko pa naabutan to. Yung kapag na-hospital daw si Living Legend, babalik sa game para lang matapos and naman mananalo pa. That reminds you of what Justin Brownlee is going through, albeit in a 7-game series.
Grabe. Partner?
Yeah. I agree with Pao, no? Talaga sugal talaga to. I mean, even the game itself, sugal to eh. For me, at 2-2 ngayon, lalabas best of 3 na lang ngayon di ba? And this is one of the best, for me, one of the best final series in the PBA ever. Dahil may kasamang story di ba? injury ni Justin Brownlee. But going back, no, sugal talaga to. Just like what happened way back when Bill Walton was still playing for the Portland Trail Blazers, di ba? Wasak na ang kanyang ankle. Pero inilaro pa rin, nilagyan ng pain reliever para makalaro. Pero after that, medyo nag-iba na yung kanyang galing at saka yung playing career niya, medyo nag-suffer doon. Well, for Justin Brownlee, at his age, he has proven enough. Talagang kwan. Pero I'm more concerned in the coming FIBA games. After nito, what would happen next?
Yun nga, exactly. That's why I think this question was asked. Dahil alam naman natin na after this, meron pang tour of duty si Brownlee.
Yes,
Partner, this kind of injury, a few weeks, even months, just for it to heal. No? So, in terms of yung tanong, sugal, alam mo, sa bawat galaw naman natin, sa bawat buhay, bawat araw, sugal eh. Lalabas ka lang ng bahay, sugal yan eh. But lalo na sa kanya, di ba, na talagang sugal ito dahil alam naman natin na siya ang focal point ng opensa at ng depensa. So, all hands will be on him, all eyes, all bodies, and konting mahagip lang yan, matapik lang yung bola o tamaan siya ng bola, matinidor, talagang baka maging mas seryoso pa. But again, that's why he is Justin Brownlee. He is the epitome of the never say die ng Ginebra, and that's why we love him so much. But sana nga, walang mangyaring serious injury sa kanya dahil inaabangan natin siya sa FIBA Asia Cup. Alright, let's go to our second item of the morning. Ay, kagaya ng nabanggit mo pa, tabla na itong series ito. Napakaganda, partner, ang binanggit mo rin. 2-2 ang TNT versus Barangay Ginebra sa finals. As expected, ang palitan ng panalo dito sa final dance. So, cash or bash? Aabot ng Game 7 ng TNT Ginebra PBA Finals. Just as a reminder, the last time these two teams met, dalawa ang unang panalo ng TNT, dalawa ang Ginebra, nagtabla din sila after 4. And then nanalo ng dalawang sunod ang TNT. So, just as a reminder, so aabot pa ng Game 7. Pao, go!
Alam mo, first of all, I want to echo what Sir Jera said kanina, that this has been one of the best final series kasi parang nagbalik 90s tayo eh. Talagang palitan ng muka, yung mga fouls, yung emosyon, tapos yung action, halos lahat malapit sa rim. Not only that, ang baba ng shooting percentages ng dalawang kupunan. It has been a defensive series and it feels na yung adjustment ng team kada game, even kada half, grabe napakalaki. It has been a treat to watch from a nerd perspective, from a coaching perspective. Kasi grabe talaga yung mga adjustment ni Coach Tim at ni Coach Chot, and has been a pleasure to watch, to be quite honest. Kung aabot to ng Game 7, as a fan, I hope so. Pero as we're looking at yung percentages of how many series actually makes it to Game 7, sasabihin ko muna, bash ko muna because of the fact na I feel that there is going to be a point wherein magkaka-back-to-back yung isang kupunan dito, whether it be TNT or Ginebra in terms of like winning the next 2 games or perhaps a Game 6 or Game 7. I feel there's going to be one team who's going to be able to string it together instead of nagpapalitan sila on and on. So, I think it may end in a Game 6 and not in a Game 7, to be completely honest. Kung sino po yung mananalo in 6 games, hindi ko po alam. I'm not in the business of making predictions. Actually, this is a stretch already. Pero ayun, yun po yung opinion ko. Feeling ko Game 6 lang to, only because I have a feeling that one team will make an adjustment good enough na kahit mag-adjust yung isa pang team, hindi niya masasagot.
Right. Wow. Bold prediction from Pao. Partner?
Yeah, same as Pao. I totally agree. As a fan, gusto ko umabot ng Game 7 dahil sabi ko nga hindi lang napakainit itong laban na to, napaso ako sa sobrang init, no? but I think hanggang Game 6 lang to because we have to consider several things. Number 1, yung injury ni Brownlee, no? Ni Justin Brownlee.
Yes.
Number 2, also yung age niya. I mean, compared to yung counterpart niya, Hollins talagang RJH bata, di hamak na kwan. And then ang lumabas lang kasi talaga last game hindi lumabas yung shooting prowess ng TNT Ang lumabas sa pero before that talagang pukpukan sila So, kapag ganyan ang mangyari, baka makadalawang sunod uli ang TNT.
Alright.
But for me, mas maganda mag-game 7 to.
Well, ako, I really think that it's been very even. Lalong-lalo na dahil nakita natin ang paglalaro ni Brownlee. Now, assuming that he gets to play for the next 2 games, ako feeling ko aabot ng Game 7. That's my thinking. I think it will only become baka 6 kung magkakaroon ng isang factor outside of what we are seeing right now. But the teams are so evenly matched. Depensa nila napakaganda. That's why gabi nga ni palitan ng mukha parang panahon natin yung nakikita natin in the 80s and the 90s, no? But even as a broadcaster, I'm sure Pao, you will agree that will be a dream na magkaroon ng Game 7 Ginebra at TNT. Ihanda nyo na ang PBA, ang Philippine Arena. Yan ang sinasabi ko kay Comlitin Huwag tayo maglaro sa maliit, doon sa malaki.
Pero alam mo ko, I just have to echo that grabe talaga yung defensive effort and how 90s like this is. Game 2 nga lang, yung shooting percentage ng Ginebra, 33%. Yung shooting percentage ng TNT, 32%.
Okay,
at nanalo pa yung Ginebra.
Actually, nung isang araw, nung nanood ako, I don't know which game that was, halftime, fourth quarter na, ang score 50 sa 40, yung 50s and the 40s. Ano ba to? Fourth quarter to ba to? Tinitin ako.
Game 2 yan, Kom. 71-70 yung final score nun. Grabe yun.
And if I may add, dyan sa defense na yan, ilang beses na talagang last minute bago maipukol yung bola at pumapasok. Di ba? I mean, you could really see the defense talagang hindi makakuha. Ang gandang laro.
Yes, defense wins championships nga. So, this is a series that proves it.
Saludo tayo. I hope the referees keep it that way. They let them play. Let the players win the championship, no, not the calls. All right, let's go to our final issue of the morning. Well, it's still connected sa TNT Ginebra and of course connected sa PBA. Ayon sa report ng spin.ph, hindi na raw interesado ang TNT sa pagbabalik ni Mikey Williams sa PBA. So Casio Bash, dapat na lang i-trade ng TNT si Mikey Williams, lalo't napatunayan naman nila kaya nilang mag-finals nang wala siya. Go ahead, Pao. Go.
Para sa akin, I feel na cash i-trade si Mikey Williams only because makakuha kayo ng mga assets and of course strengthen. That's looking at it from a business perspective, pero alam naman natin that there are probably personal issues between the within the camp na baka they want to hold on to the contract for whatever reason. So I wouldn't be surprised kung hindi magalaw si Mikey Williams or at least yung kontrata ni Mikey. But kung ako yun, cash in terms of trading Mikey Williams as a deal para lang makakuha kayo ng assets in return. Kasi we're at the point also na TNT in particular as a franchise, I cannot believe we're saying this, pero ramdam na ramdam pa rin nila ang absence ni Jason Castro. So they need a bit more relief in terms of yung depth nila because yung guard position in particular, because Rain ng Bataks not that young either. So they need to find a way to gather more assets from the guard position in particular. And then let's see what will happen for there. Pero again, will they move Mikey Williams for that? I cannot say. They have a very colorful history, itong TNT and Mikey Williams. So let's leave it at that muna. Pero kung ako yung GM at may decision-making power ako, I would move the contract of Mikey Williams and get something productive in return.
Alright. Partner?
Okay, same too with Pao here, no? Na kasya ko dito, no? Dahil palagay ko naman the feeling is mutual. Hindi naman palagay ko hindi na rin gusto ng TNT si Mikey Williams. Hindi lang yung kay Williams at Kwan. So, alam naman natin that they have exhausted all avenues in order to have a reconciliation with regards to him playing back again with TNT. Pero tulad ng love team ni Katniel, hindi na mangyayari to. hindi na magbabalikan to mga to, no? So I think it would be best for TNT to trade Mike Williams. Ngayon, ang tanong nga, 'di ba, pahihirapan pa ba ng TNT si Mikey Williams after lahat ng mga ginawa niyang pag-i-snub sa ginawa ng TNT sa kanya? That's the question there. Would this be some sort of a punishment being handed over by the management? Dahil sabi mo nga pwede naman kami manalo even without him So, hawakan ko yan Hindi ko naman kailangan ibigay yan kung gusto ko Kung kailangan ko lang talaga. Yung barahan it's now really with TNT.
Well, I agree with you, Jera Fermin. Kung anak mo pa
Hindi na magbabalikan si Catherine Bernardo tsaka si Daniel Padilla.
Episode pala to.
Oo nga nadali mo pa yun, Jera Fermin.
Sasabi ko sana Guy and Pip, pero luma na yun
Masyado na luma
yun. Na tayo para makarelate yung mga kabataan.
Simple lang explanation pa kung si Luka Doncic nga, tsaka si Jimmy Butler, United Trade. Yan pa si Mikey Williams. Huwag nyo na nga ako pagbubulahin. Ang hinahanap lang ng TNT dyan, kung ano ang makukuha nila, tama si Pao. Ano makukuha nila?
Yes.
And I think that's the only thing. And right now, siguro, wala pa sila nakikitang magandang
yes, correct.
Hindi naman kailangan i-trade. Di lagay muna natin.
Di lagay muna. Hindi naman natin kailangan ng, kung ganyan lang ipapalit nyo sa amin. Dito lang yan.
Alright. Well, Pao, as usual, it's been an enjoyable discussion sa Castle Bash, and we look forward to the PBA Finals. We're looking forward to your broadcast, of course. Sana umabot ng Game 7 para mapakinggan ka namin. Maraming salamat, Pao, for your time.
Thank you very much, Pao.
Salamat, Tom Noli, Sir Jera. Maraming salamat po. Ingat po.
Thank you.
Mga kaibigan, si Paolo Del Rosario, ang ating pong kaibigan and of course, one of the top broadcasters ng PBA in Castle Bash. Nakakatuwa. Talagang isipin mo yung mga palitan ng mukha. Matagal ko na hindi naririnig yung term na yun. Alright. Well, bago po tayo mag-break, silipin muna natin ang ilang viral video at pop culture sa mundo ng palakasan po sa ating Stop and Pop. Ito po mga kapatid, panoorin nyo to. Ang title ng video natin ngayon ay Tricks. Panoorin nyo itong aso na ito na napakagaling mag-beach volleyball. Yan todo set si Bantay. Bantay pa talaga pangalan niya. Pero di yan ang pinaka nakakabilib. Kita nyo mga pasa ng kanyang kakampi, yung mga set niya. Paano ba naman, pagkatapos nila makapuntos, bigla siyang napatakbo. Yun sa kanya pong amo, para mag-celebrate. Alam pa talaga ni Bantay kung kailan sila mananalo. Next level ang tricks na yan at of course yung kanyang perception kung panalo na ang kanilang laro. Partner, grabe, no? At yan din po ang Stop and Pop. Si Bantay.
Alam mo, partner, yung asong yan is one of the most intelligent dog breeds in the world. Ano yan Border Collie. Napakatalinong aso yan. Palagay ko mas matalino pa sa akin yan
gagawin ko na lang host dito para Alright, when we return, mga kapatid, ang ating po mga kasama mamaya, Kenneth Duremdes, the PBA legend and commissioner ng MPBL, at ang bagong hirang na head coach ng UE Red Warriors, Coach Chris Gavina. Ito po ang Power and Play, hatid sa inyo ng Cherry Loom, Cherry Tigo, at ng Joyride.
I dare to dream big. To be a voice of my generation. To inspire resilience in the face of roadblocks. And in sharing my stories, I let others share in my passion.
Follow Kai Stories on Twitter and share yours. With Smart Double Giga Stories. Share 2 times the passion with 2 gigabytes for Twitter and more. Guaranteed every day. Plus data for all sites.
Simple. Smart ako.
Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay Cherry Loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, Cherry Loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
To the right, to the right.
To the right of the FM band. True FM.
On 105.9.
Power and Play with Com Noli Iyala.
Okay po, nagbabalik muli ang Power and Play. Ito po ang inyong lingkod, si Jera Season. At kasama po natin ang aking partner, ang partner ng bayan dito sa Power and Play, si Com Noli Iyala. Com!
Morning muli, partner. And second hour na tayo. And of course, binabati po natin lahat ng ating mga kaibigan dito sa Bacolod City. Mula sa Seda Hotel po, dito sa Straight Up Bar. Pero hindi pa tayo, mamaya pa ang happy hour dito. Pero, partner, syempre, anytime is happy hour sa Power and Play. Kaya tayo natutuwa. Alam mo, last week kasama natin. Oh, by the way, alam niyo, sabi ko kanina, partner, no, andito tayo sa Bacolod, and nakakita tayo ng a few really good players, lalong-lalo na sa women's volleyball. You know, dito sa Taitung High School, partner, merong dalawang player dito. Two of their best volleyball players. High school to, Yung isa is already an internet star. Take look her up. Ang pangalan po niya is Brianna Nicola Ang. Ito si Brianna is a terrific volleyball player. She is also a daughter. She is half Russian and half Filipino. And alam mo, she's matangkad.
Anong height ni Brianna?
She's about 5'9", partner, and napakagaling na player. And ang balita nga natin is already pinagkakaguluhan ng mga fans dito sa Western Visayas, no? The other one na ikasabi pa nila, mas magaling pa itong si Rose Vian Almendralejo. Grabe, ang galing din, partner. So again, kita mo yung mga development ng mga bata dito sa areang to.
Ilang taon sila, partner, if I may ask?
Yung una, si Brianna is 17. The other one, itong si Rose Vian is 16. Grade 11 and grade 10 sa Taitung High School. No? So, incredible. Pati mga basketball player, partner, may mga pinakita sa akin si Sports Director Brian Tan, yung si Paul Barcelona, yung pang si Alfred Isulan Jr. Ay, nako, mga 6'5", mga 16, 17 years old. So talagang pambihirang talent natin sa Pilipinas. Kaya hanap-hanap lang, talaga.
Kaya yan, narinig nyo na yan, galing kay Com Noli yan. Kaya yung mga scouts dyan sa UAAP, NCAA, and other collegiate tournaments, no? Kami hindi nangungumisyon dyan.
Ano lang, yung biyahe lang namin dito.
Biyahe lang.
But talking about that, dahil pinag-usapan natin yan, because ang ating mga susunod na magiging guest ay ang bagong hirang ng head coach ng UE Red Warriors, no? And obviously ang UE is on a rebuild, especially with a new person at the helm. This man, kilala ko from his days in the PBA, of course, and even before that, I've always was very impressed when he handled yung Mahindra.
Yung panahon ni Pacquiao.
Assistant playing coach, then naging full-time head coach. And of course, he also became an assistant coach sa Rain or Shine. He became a head coach sa Taiwan, sa T1 League ng Taichung Suns.
Taichung Suns.
So many other positions, and now he's back in the Philippine scene. Kasama po natin ngayon ang bagong head coach ng UE, si Coach Chris Gavina. Good morning, Coach Chris. Thank you for joining us in Jera Season on Power and Play.
Good morning! Morning, Com Noli, Sir Jera. Thanks for having me on Power and Play this morning.
Yeah, good morning, Coach Chris.
It's been a while, and I'm so happy to have you back on the show, and now in a new position. Before I get to that, Kamini Jera, I want to ask you first. I know that you had a stint abroad. You also did some coaching even up to as late as last year. What were you doing after that? Were you really looking to coach again, or for you it's done? I want to get into something else, and ayoko na because it's frustrating to be moving around. Were you really looking to get back into the coaching scene dito sa Pilipinas, Coach Chris?
Oh yeah, definitely, come. Obviously, be staying at home is a great advantage, and our basketball, atmosphere here is tremendous. And the college scene has always intrigued me, especially watching uh, how crazy the fans are during UAAP games, and that environment reminded me of March Madness that's going on right now. So,
Yeah. Oh.
I didn't expect to have this opportunity, but I was just preparing for it after my stint in Taiwan.
How did you land this job, Chris? Did you apply for this? Was there a search? What did you have to go through?
Well, Boss Gene Alabanza had informed me that there was open applications, and I told them that I was more than willing to go through the process, and they allowed me to submit my application, go through the whole complete process of their vetting of their prospects, and that's how it started.
Partner?
Yeah, I was, I'm currently looking up at the lineup of the former head coaches of UE. Talagang medyo stellar ang lineup, no? And it all started with the great coach, Baby Dalupan. Baby Dalupan. And UE basketball team was also coached by Pilo Pumarin, Roel Nadurata, Jimmy Mariano, Boise Samar, Dindo Pumaren, Derek Pumaren, and the late coach Bong Tan, and Jack Santiago. Now it's Chris Gavina. Now, having said that, Chris, no, I mean, you have a stellar resume as a coach. But what are your plans to infuse new ideas with the team? Because, I personally watched the games of UE during the last season. Medyo may nag-falter ng konti sa kanila, no? Na supposedly dapat nakapasok sila sa Magic 4. So, what are your plans now that you are the head of the Red Warriors?
Well, like parang sinabi nyo, Sir Jer, about UE has a rich tradition in basketball history. Yes, they have fallen on hard times. I think the legend of Baby Dalupan really was one of the main factors in why I wanted to apply for the job. His legacy of, I believe, 12 championships, 7 straight, really made a lasting impression on me. Because as a coach, that's what you want to be remembered for. And the PBA Championship Cup is named after him, and so that's somebody that I really wanted to follow in his footsteps. And why not at his album, at the school where he created that legacy. In regards to your question about what can I infuse to the program, I think number one was really helping them establish a winning mindset, changing their belief system right away. Use their failure from last year, their struggle, as fuel for their motivation to get to that next level, which hasn't happened in, I believe, 16 years of not reaching the Final Four. And so this is going to be a historical moment for not just myself, but for the entire team to take on that challenge for the UE community.
How different do you think will this new position for you, Coach Chris, how different do you expect this to be for you? Considering that, is this the first time you're handling collegiate players and compared to when you were handling professional players?
I think, my time in the pros has helped me in regards to handling expansion teams because, like you mentioned, I handled Kia when they were an early expansion team, which was Mahindra at the time. And we had a bunch of young players. We had L.A. Revelia, we had John Pinto, Keith Agovita, Mike De Gregorio, just to name some of our young talent, Aldrich Ramos, obviously. And that helped me in preparation to handle these college players. Also, my time in Taiwan, where majority of the players were relatively young, so anywhere between 21 to 25. So they start their pro careers pretty young out there, and that having to learn how to teach in a foreign country, I think has helped me simplify my process, and it's helped me kind of instill what I want to emphasize at UE right now. And so far the response has been tremendous from our team.
Alam mo, partner, ang UE has one of the best records in the UAAP. 18 UAAP titles. Of course, the last one came during the time pa nila Jericho Diniera and of course
Alan Kaidik.
The great Alan Kaidik.
Yeah.
But and it's been a challenge that kagaya na nabanggit mo, partner. And so that's why, Coach Chris, what do you think is the biggest concern right now for you outside of the, I guess, of the mindset? What is the thing that you see in this team? Is it a lack of is it a lack of depth? Do you think that you need more talent to come in? Is it a lack of alumni support? What do you think can be done right away to help this team get over the hump?
I think just changing our mindset, like I mentioned before, and the ability to embrace challenges. They went through their rough patches last year and throughout the past few years, actually, and your ability to deal with that level of adversity is really going to define a winning program. At the moment, in regards to recruitment, yes, talent is big, but for me, attitude and effort is what defines a winning player. And that's what really I'm emphasizing, and who we're going to look for and who we're going to bring into the program. They got to fit into who we are, what we're trying to create as an environment for growth at UE. And some of the immediate changes that I've kind of just done is just cultural in regards to saying that our attitude can never have any bad reflection on the program, on the school, on the team, and our effort level should never have to be coached. And so those little things has come a long way. And you showing that video right now. We did that drill where guys were having, embracing physicality. I'm an old school guy, so I like guys that want to take charges and then dive on the floor. You know who I learned that drill from? Coach Joe Lipa.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yeah. And there's nobody tougher than Coach Joe.
And may kasama pang may kasama pang...
Pongalangala.
But on the other hand, Coach Chris, what gives you optimism with the team? Because we've seen some of their players, there are a few guys that left the program, but what's giving you hope? And you wouldn't accept a coaching job if you didn't see something good about this program.
Exactly. They have a great core of players with John Abate, Wello Lingo, Maga as their core guards, and obviously they're anchored by a great foreign student athlete in Precious Momoe, who's really kind of embracing the high accountability and standards that I've kind of impressed upon him, that we're going to need him to be more mature in regards to how he handles, pressure, physicality, and being a leader on the floor. And those four players that I mentioned, when I looked at the games previously, I said, we have something here. And then we had our first tune-up game against Aloyano last week. And yes, we had our moments of struggle, but then at the end, when these guys needed to come up with, ways of winning, they figured it out. So there's a level of optimism that's high, but obviously that takes high standards, and our guys are really understanding that, and we just got to embrace it.
Yeah, Coach, I noticed in the video that they played, more on boxing yata yung nakita ko to. Is this basketball or boxing team that you're training?
Yeah, we did.
I
like doing cross.
Or you're weaving this to the physicality style of your game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm bringing a great level of toughness, a mindset of physicality, and what better than to learn how to box?
And have the boys, bought in this new style that you're and culture that you're bringing in?
Oh yeah, sometimes I have to reel them in a little bit. They're like wild dogs out there sometimes. So I actually brought in a yoga instructor the last week just to calm them down.
So there's
I'm finding a balance.
So you're hitting the boxing ring, the boxing style, and you're getting a yoga to calm them down. That's interesting. But Coach Chris, how long are you giving this team under you to
Good
be
question.
a contender? I mean, are you giving yourself next year right away to be a contender, or are you giving yourself a window?
Like I told them the very first day about even the administration, that nothing's promised in life, obviously, but we have time to really see where our weakness points are, and we just got to really have the mindset of we got to work twice as hard to get half as good as some of these top programs that are bringing in high-level recruits from all over the world. So we got to really do double time work in a short amount of time before the season starts.
Yeah.
And I've always had the mentality that if I can outwork somebody with better talent than me, then anything's possible in life.
All right. Well, I know it's going to be tough. It's especially considering that the field is getting stronger and stronger. The players are getting bigger, and a lot of recruiting is going on. So that's something that is a challenge. Alam mo, partner, that's the thing about collegiate basketball that's different from the pros. Like in the pros, there's a drafting system, but in the collegiate arena, you have to go out and look for your own food, so to speak.
Yeah.
Well, so I want to ask you this, Coach Chris. This is like a lease on life for you in your coaching career. Another chance in the local scene to be back in the spotlight. What have you learned from the past that you think will help you at UE?
Honestly, this position had been presented to me back in 2018 when Coach Lawrence was still, Coach Boss Bong was still around, and I wasn't ready at the time. I can be honest, maturity-wise, I may have thought I was ready mentally, but there was a lot of things I needed to go through, a lot of adversity and challenges, and the past 3 years, I believe, being in international has helped me, find ways of having to adapt. I mean, in Taiwan, I faced like several different systems, different coaches from different areas of the world, from Australia, Serbia, America, the great coaches in Taiwan and China, obviously, and the different environments where you got to adapt to 3 imports. It's now I have to transfer that over to the college scene, like you said. You got to make best. I think what I've learned the most out of my time is making the best out of what I have, and then figuring out what my system will work best with the materials that I have, not the other way around of trying to impose my will with players that may not fit a certain system that I want to run. And I think that's helped me in regards to getting ready for this opportunity.
All right. Well, at the end of the day, as Jera mentioned, which will turn into night, how will you measure your success? And are you afraid to fail?
Never. If you're never afraid to fail great, then nothing can ever be achieved in life. That's always been one of my mantras in life. My dad has imposed on me before he passed about the worst thing in life is wasted talent. And so, I mean, he provided me the opportunities to get to where I am and kind of my growth as a person and being a pioneer as such and an adventurer. I love these kind of challenges of where nobody's expecting you to do anything. And it happened to me in the PBA. It happened to me in MPBL in Taiwan. And when you achieve a high level of success, I feel I kind of shared with my team that, through my past failures, I've created my own philosophy of standards that has to be met to achieve high goals. And that's what I'm sharing with our program and our players now. And I hope they embrace it.
Bernard, final question mo, Bernard?
Yeah, all I can say, Chris, is best of luck to you. And I know, with your caliber, now there's a high-profile coach for the UE Red Warriors. And I guess that would boost the confidence of the team and even the management of the UE Red Warriors. However, they're expecting too much from you, Chris. So you better, prove to them that their decision was right.
One thing I've admired about Chris is really, not only is he cerebral, I've always observed you.
Yeah.
I can safely tell you now a secret that I've kept, and I have been asked by some people in my past positions about who I can recommend for them just in case they need a coach. And I've always had your name at the top of the list, Chris. I say that to you with all candor and honesty because I've always believed in your talent. The first time I saw you being an assistant coach of Mahindra, I've always seen, I saw Chito Victorero and I brought him to San Miguel and I was really looking at you and I said, this guy has a lot of talent as a young coach.
I truly appreciate all those kind words, Sir Joda, Noli. I've loved how driven you've been, even all the way from our Liga Filipinas days.
Right.
I played for your league.
I know. With the Quezon Oilers. I know that.
Yeah.
All right, that's the final question here, Chris. I want to ask you a separate question. TNT or Ginebra? I know you've been following the game. Series, and I know that you're a student you're a student of the game and you're a student of history. It's been a very close one. It's been a war. What do you think? First of all, two parts. We'll go to Game 7, and who do you think has the advantage right now?
I love the statement Pal had earlier about Balita na mukha. I love that. I share that with my guys all the time, and that's how this series has been. It's been a nip and tuck, and just guys try to get every inch. I'm hoping that Brownlee can, kind of be productive, and even with his injury. If he can stay relatively Brownlee-like or maintain that magic, I think this series can go to Game 7 because you can never count out Tim Cone. So, but if Brownlee is limited, I think I agree with what you guys stated earlier about there may be a moment where a TNT takes 2 games in a row, and they get the favor. I think I might have to take TNT in 6 in this one.
All right. Well, it's going to be a close one, and I know
you should have been part of the Cash or Bash a while ago.
And alam mo yung physicality na yan kasi it really that we're seeing in the PBA Finals. I guess that's what we're going to see with the UE Red Warriors in the next UAAP season. Coach Chris, thank you so much for joining us. Good luck to the UE Red Warriors. Good luck to you. We're rooting for you, and we're looking forward to a great season for you and the UE Red Warriors.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see you in the next season of the UAAP.
I appreciate you guys for having us.
Oh, by the way, before you go, one of the big supporters of UE is one of the big supporters of Power and Play.
Oh yeah.
I'd like to greet him, of course, Mr. Elmer Ngo. Who has always been a supporter of the UE Red Warriors.
Yeah.
So you're probably going to see him
rooting for you guys.
Supporting your team. He's a real big supporter of UE.
Yeah.
Great. I'm looking forward to meeting a lot of the alumni, just like Sir Elmer. So we're hoping for a great way to make the UE community proud.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Chris. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Mga kaibigan, ang bago pong head coach ng UE Red Warriors, Coach Chris Gavina. Talagang, tingnan niyo po I just listened and watch this guy. He's going to make a lot of things different in UE. And alam mo, partner, talagang bumilip ako dito. I know that he will do really good things at UE. Hindi sila kagad siguro mananalo, maybe hindi kagad mag-champion. But if they stay on course, baka ito ay panahon na para sa UE.
Ako, ang fearless forecast ko for this upcoming season of the UAAP, magiging silang contender talaga. They may not get the finals, the championship, dapat maraming pahihirapan yan.
Ayoko lang sabihin sa kanya na i-recruit niya yung mga player dito kasi meron na rin akong kinausap kaya mahirap. Alright, bago po tayo magpatuloy, syempre kailangan natin pasalamatan din lahat ng mga supporters ng Power and Play. And simulan ko lang po doon sa sinasabi nating supporter ng UE Red Warriors, si Mr. Elmer Ngo ng Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum. Sa ganitong pabago-bagong panahon, mga kapatid, sobrang init, biglang ulan, kailangan natin ng matibay at protektadong bubong. Dapat ang bubong ay yerong may aluminum. Kapag may aluminum, tsak na pang matagalan. At isa lang ang alam kong di kalidad na yerong may aluminum, yan ang Cherry Loom. Tibay protektado sa pang matagalang yero. Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum. Thank you! Cherry Tiggo 7 Pro. Love every journey with a brand new hybrid SUV. The Cherry Tiggo 7 Pro Hybrid has a 1.5 turbocharged engine that delivers smoother and powerful drive. The SUV has a hybrid system supported by a dedicated battery to boost engine performance and maximize fuel economy. Stay connected and entertained with the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The Tiggo 7 Pro Hybrid also has a power tailgate for convenience and comfort. Save as much as 240,000 pesos when you purchase this month. Drive home the Tiggo 7 Pro Hybrid now for only 1,110,000 pesos. And most of all, the Tiggo 7 Pro Hybrid offers a premium pre-serve warranty package that will give you a worry-free ownership. Enjoy exclusive deals on the Cherry SUVs. Test drive a Cherry Tiggo 7 Pro now at your favorite Cherry showroom.
Thank you!
Joyride! No more waiting na sa Joyride QR Code Instant Booking. Parahin lang ang Joyride MC Taxi driver at i-generate ang QR code sa Joyride Super App. Ipascan ito sa driver para match agad. Sa Joyride Super Taxi Hatid Airport Service naman, wala nang hassle sa pagpunta sa airport para sa inyong flight. Pre-book a ride to the airport from 2 weeks to 24 hours prior to your departure. Fill out the pre-booking form or scan the QR code to fill out the pre-booking form. For inquiries, you may call Joyride Super Taxi Hatid Airport hotline at 0920-948-6550 from Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Thank you!
717 Deli, serving quality classic premium sandwiches. Treat yourself to a feel-good meal today. Located at the 3rd floor, 53 Connecticut Street, Green Hills, San Juan. 717 Deli, keep you smiling with every bite.
Thank you!
Skin, your face and body anti-aging center with branches at Alabang Town Center in Green Hills, San Juan. For your skin assessment and treatment schedule, please call 0917-890-1640 or 0977-809-8886.
Thank you!
Smart! Live more today!
Thank you!
Rudy Project. Elevate your performance and style with Rudy Project. Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng ating mga tagapagtaguyod na Power and Play. Thank you so much. Well, partner, alam mo, medyo talagang marami pa tayong inintay at mukhang nagre-ready na ang ating susunod na bisita.
Isa pang idol to.
Idol talaga to. At saka siyempre, hindi lang idol sa pagbabasketball. Ngayon, siya rin ang nagpapatakbo at nagpapalaki ng isang ideya na talaga ako very supportive of. Yung bang LGU-based na regional league.
Yeah.
And he's done a magnificent job being at the helm ng MPBL. At ngayon ang ating ilalagay sa spotlight sa In the Spotlight. At ang ating pong kasama ngayon sa In the Spotlight, walang iba kung hindi ang isa sa pinakamahusay na PBA players sa kasaysayan ng liga. And of course, ngayon, ang commissioner ng MPBL in their 7th MPBL season. Walang iba kundi si Captain Marbel, si Commissioner Kenneth Duremdes. Good morning, Com Kenneth!
Good morning!
Good morning, Tom Noli, and good morning sa lahat sa inyo.
Good morning, Coach. Good morning, Captain Marvel.
Kasama natin si partner Jera Season, Kenneth. And well, unang-una, congratulations sa pagbubukas muli ng MPBL. Alam mo, patuloy na lumalaki ang liga. Ngayon, 30 teams na, Com, di ba? 30 teams na kayo. And nagdagdag pa, marami na rin mga quality players. Pati mga dating PBA, nakikita na natin niya sila Vic Manuel, naririyan na, nandiyan na sila Enzo Serrano, kung sino-sino, si David Defonso. Ano ba naging susi so far? Kenneth, talagang nakakatuwa itong sustained success ng MPBL.
Yes, Kong Noli, unang-una ang success talaga ng league is our regional-based fans. No? Sila yung nagpapalakas, sila yung nagpapasaya. And of course, kaya nang sinabi mo yung mga ex-PBA players na bumababa sa atin na nagkakaroon ng chance to play again and they love the game that they love. So, dagdag din attraction dun sa mga fans natin. Lalo na pag yung ex-PBA player nun ay doon naglalaro mismo sa hometown niya. And dun, basically, ang success ay nasa fans. And I can say this na yung success din ng liga is doon din sa mga games natin na very exciting every game.
Oo. Partner, kita mo naman yung mga tao dyan, yung nagwawala yung mga fans sa panonood sa kanilang makasinusup. Ito si Jera Kenneth, tiga Pangasinan niya, kaya sinusuportahan yung Pangasinan team. Di ba, partner?
Yeah, actually, yan yung Pangasinan na yan, dating Republic of Panganistan. Kaso kilawang probinsya na lang. But kidding aside, Commissioner Kenneth, no? Ako'y talagang ano ba tawag mong word dyan parang nabibighani ako kung paano mo napatakbo to on its 7th season dahil marami na kasing nag-attempt to itong regional basketball dahil unang-una ang problema sa logistics, di ba? Number 2, pati sa venue, di ba? Hindi katulad ng sa PBA kung saan naglaro ka dati, di ba? Ang lalaki ng arenas no? Paano nasusustain to at maraming sumasali pa mga teams dito sa MPBL.
Yes, Jera. Talaga napaka-challenging niya, no? From day one until now. We started only for about 10 teams. Ngayon, 30 teams na. To deal with, again, with this 30 teams, napakalaking challenge. And of course, ang pinaka-advantage ng liga na to, number one is yung mukha ng liga kasi is, again, si Senator Manny Pacquiao. A sportsman himself na talagang nakikita ng mga tao na yung vision niya for this league is to give chance to the players, no? To give them equal exposure dito sa MPBL. Alam mo, wala tayong talagang inaano ng mga players na basta you're qualified, no? At taga homegrown ka, out of school youth ka man, galing ka sa UAP and NCAA, pwede ka sa liga na to. And to deal also with the scheduling, mabigat din. You have to see to it na you're dealing with the right person lagi and kailang i-balance mo lahat when it comes to dealing with the LGU partners. That's the importante, sila may hawak ng mga gymnasiums. And that's a big challenge for us minsan dahil it is owned by public. So hindi mo lagi siyang basta-basta na lang schedule sa gusto mong schedule. So mag-adjust ka rin time to time dahil ngayon, especially ngayon, summer, gagamitin na sa mga graduations, rallies, kasi pa-election na. So, malaking adjustment. But kailangan lang talaga malaking pasensya and maayos lang yung pakipag-usap mo sa kanila na pag na-feel nila na komportable
sila and they belong to the league, talagang maayos sila kausap.
Alam mo, partner, maraming bagong mga liga ngayon sa MPBL sa 7th season. Rather, maraming bagong teams. Pumasok dyan, of course, yung Isabela na naging host pa ng opening nila. But outside of that, Kenneth, ano pang bago? What's new sa 2025 season ng MPBL? May mga rule changes pang ginawa ang MPBL? Format change? Anything else na bago sa liga, partner?
Well, Noli, yes, may mga expansion team tayo. Ang bago yun nga. And it's amazing, no, to see that yung Ilagan isa na pala may napakagandang venue na napakalaki. It's a 10,000. Kasi mayroon pa mga gymnasiums na gano'n. And yung mga bago ngayon, of course, yung mga bumabalik na teams. Napakalaki kung napakaganda. It's, again, matutuwa ka na may mga probinsya pala, mga cities na gumagawa ng mga gyms na gano'n. And to me, I think that's the second na pinakamagandang gymnasium sa Pilipinas na nakita ko aside from MOA. Napakaganda, bago.
Sa Isabela?
And siguro Ilagan, Isabela. Napakaganda. And nakakatuwa siguro that way yung mga ibang mga probinsya yan talagang gagayahin yan na maiinggit. Kumbaga maiinggit na bakit sila kaya nila magpagawa ng mga gymnasiums, no? Na may mga big cities pa na ganyan dito sa Pilipinas. So, mga bago natin ngayon, like yung mga bumabalik na teams like Basilan and Cebu, wala naman tayo nagbago doon. It comes to, again, sa mga ruling guidelines. Except lang doon sana, muntik na tayo mag-double round doon sa division kung hindi tayo umabot ng 30 teams. So, from the start kasi yung mga commitments ng teams, hindi pa umabot ng mga 20, 25. So, nag-isip kami na baka yung double round robin doon sa each division kaya namin gawin. But until the mga last week, nagdagdag pa nga teams, nag-late entry si Pasig and Parañaque, so nag-30. So, kinancel na muna namin yung double round sa division side. But meron kaming mag-play-in kami we'll try to play in for this season.
Very good. Well, alam mo, sabi nga nila, ang MPBL is here to last, to stay. Ano pa ang vision ng MPBL in the next 3 to 5 years? In other words, parang ano ba sa nakikita mong role ng MPBL sa basketball landscape ng Pilipinas, Ken?
We feel, Noli, that the MPBL's bigger role na nagagawa nito is providing again opportunities to all the players, basketball players sa Pilipinas. And right now we're providing talents dun sa mga pro leagues sa mas higher level sa the PBA and then the international na di-discover sila dito. And we're providing also opportunities so, sa mga college players na nagtapos na ng playing career. Hindi pa sila hinog sa Pro League, sa the highest level of Pro League. Dito sila nagpapahinog until such time na makikita sila and nakukuha sila. So malaking bagay siya, not only for those players na sa big leagues, but also for those players na mga homegrown. Ito yung vision talaga ng liga. Yung mga homegrown na na-discover natin na ngayon making big names sa liga sa MPBL.
Alright. Alam mo, I'm sure marami pa tayong pag-uusapan about the MPBL, but I wanna go muna very, very quickly sa PBA anniversary, Kenneth, dahil ikaw ay naging malaking bahagi ng PBA history, one of the greatest players ng PBA. Ngayon po nakikita mo PBA, anong pagkakaiba ng panahon mo at saka panahon ngayon?
Well, I think nung panahon natin, I can say na it's a very competitive league, no? Balance yung teams and yung connection ng fans dun sa mga players. I think hindi pa nauso yung mas malakas. I think nung hindi pa uso yung social media, yung fans, they have no choice but to go to the venue and see you. Ngayon, yung mga fans, I can say na dito lang ako sa cellphone, nakikita ko rin naman. And napapanood ko rin naman. So, unless siguro it's playoffs and championship, talaga yung mga fans, pag basketball fanatic, yung talaga sa venue. But if it's regular games, medyo yung mga fans natin ngayon nagdadalawang isip na pumunta sa venue. So may reasons, yung traffic congestion, expenses, gastos, and time consuming. Yun nakikita natin. But matatalino rin yung mga fans ngayon. So gagastos yun pag tingin nila napakaganda na ng laban. Like us, na-experience din namin yan. Pag may mga games kami na tingin ng fans na hindi match. Kumbaga,
Hindi sila nanonood.
wala na rin nanonood. Alam na rin nila. So, yan ang epekto, yung nangyayari.
Isang tanong ko. Meron ka ba nakikitang player ngayon that reminds you of yourself nung ikaw ay naglalaro sa PBA?
Sa PBA kasi medyo hindi na ako masyadong nanonood dahil occupied ako every game sa MPBL from Monday to Saturday. So, narinig ko lang, I don't know, mga scorers ngayon nakikita ko na sila Bolik, sila Oftana, yun yung mga wingman na nakikita ko noon na ngayon nakikita ko na mga they can deliver anytime na given the chance.
Tama. Arthur, alam mo naman kung gaano kagaling ito si Kenneth, no?
Oo naman. Kulang na lang talaga yung naglalaro yan. Pagka pinapanood ko, kulang na lang may kapa talaga yan eh. Totoong Captain Marvel yan talaga lumilipad eh.
Final question dito, Kenneth, because naubusan tayo ng oras. But mag-anniversary ang PBA, 50 years na tayo sa PBA, and of course kasama ka sa kasaysayan. Merong idadagdag na 10 greatest players dun sa listahan ng 40 greatest, magiging 50 na rin. Kung ikaw ay may boto, sinong isang player na gusto mo maidagdag yan sa 50 greatest?
Well, 100% no doubt Nelson Asaitono, long overdue. No, the guy's been deprived for even dun sa 25 greatest dapat nandun na siya. But to me, Nelson Asaitono deserves to be in the 50 greatest list. So sana naman mapasama sa this time.
Oo nga. Well, I support you. Tayo iboto rin kay Raging Bull, Nelson Asaitono sa ganyan. Well, Kenneth, maraming salamat and we wish you all the best sa MPBL. One of these days, kami ni partner Jera manonood ng MPBL para naman kami makaramdam ng excitement ng ating regional league. Maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat. Actually, dito nga
Thank you din.
Thank
you din sa inyo.
Mayano ko lang.
Anytime I call you if you need advices and guidelines from
Of course,
basketball.
anytime, partner. Anytime. Alam mo naman yan.
Thank you.
Supporting you.
Congratulations. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
From Kenneth Duremdes, one of the greatest PBA players, and of course, ngayon na siya yung namumuno ng MPBL.
Okay.
Partner, bago tayo magtapos, i-announce ko lang mga winners ng top-up promo natin, partner. Si Danica Vista, Aisa Balangit, Jimboy Olidan, at si Benz Louis De Paz, at si Lara Paklan. Congratulations sa inyo lahat. Nanalo kayo ng 1,000 pesos JRPay wallet credits. Partner, next week, nandyan ako. Ako naman ang taong bahay next week.
Maglinis ka rin dito sa studio.
At ingat ha, and I'll see you when I get back, partner. Salamat.
Ingat sa biyahe, partner ha.
Thank you. And mga kaibigan, again, marami po salamat sa inyong pagsubaybay. Lagi natin sinasabi tuwing Sabado, bawal ang masungit at sa lahat po ng ating gawain at Mayorem Dei Gloriam, all for the greater glory of God. Kami po ang 1PH Teleservisyo para sa Pilipino. Susunod na po ang inay ko po.
Happy sporting weekend sa inyo lahat.
More power
and more play
from Bacolod City. Maraming salamat po.
Sa kapwa ko Pilipino, ipagmalaki ang galing na meron tayo. Ilantad ang likas nating talento at magdala ng saya sa mundo. Sa harap ng pagsubok ay di susuko, para sa pangarap tayo'y porsigido. Magpakitang gilas na at huwag magpatalo, ipag-iwang natin ang Pilipino. Yan ang Pinoy. Mula noon at hanggang ngayon, talento natin ang bida. Mula sa simpleng bakuran hanggang entablado natin ipakita. May pagsubok man ng Pinoy, pinalalakas ng saya. San man tayo sa pulo, Chumbe, Sibay, Lakay, Amiga. Sama-samang pakita ang galing natin katropa. Sa kapwa ko Pilipino.
Power
Power and Play is presented by Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum. Cherry Tigo, there's more to our cars. Joyride, ang bago ninyong kasundo.